Hi everybody!
Hi, welcome. I'm Esther.
And I'm Amy.
And we're kicking off tomorrow with day one of our Spoil Yourself with doTERRA promotion. I hope you're all excited.
And have your samples all ready.
Yes, I've got some here. I've got my own little samples here.
Yes. So we just wanted to do a little rundown on the safety and dilution, just so that everyone has a bit of an understanding and is feeling confident to use their oils that they've got.
Yeah.
It's important that if you've got any questions, or if we'd love to hear some feedback through the day, so if you want to post any successes or anything. We've got some kitties in the background, but that's okay. We'll do that.
Nice, be quiet please, sweetheart.
Yeah, so Esther's going to run through how we're going to get the oils out of the bottle, because there is a little trick to it.
Yeah, so first of all, we've given you should have received your samples in either, I've got 2 ml little sample vials here, but you might have the smaller ones, the 1 ml vials. Now, these little things, the little holes that you get your oils out of, we call orifices. On a normal bottle of essential oil, you just tip it up and you get a full drop out. These are a lot smaller, so when you actually tilt it, often, I've just got peppermint here and I'm going to show you, often nothing comes out. So you'll be sitting there for hours just going, this is really boring. So just tap the bottom, okay? Now, on these little bottles, it's only actually about 1/4 of a drop that comes out. So if you just tap it 4 times, that means you've got 1 drop of essential oil in the palm of your hand, okay? More or less. Now, in each bottle, you should have been given about 10 drops of each sample, which is more than enough for each day, with plenty left over. So now that I've got this peppermint in my hand, I'm just going to dilute it a bit with some fractionated coconut oil, which is our carrier oil of choice. Now, because you guys are all new to essential oils, you're unlikely to have random fractionated coconut oil lying around the house. So when we're talking about dilution, I'm just going to rub this on the back of my leg.
We can use the normal coconut oil from your cupboard if you have some of that, or there's macadamia oil, jojoba,
almond. You can even use olive oil. It really doesn't matter, as long as you're not using something yucky like vegetable oil or canola oil or something like that. Obviously, if you've got anything organic or whatever, that's better. If you have got liquid coconut oil, you can get that from Coles. So don't worry too much about it at all. That's my delightful 2-year-old in the background. So, the most important part of safety, Amy. I'm going to deal with this situation.
So what we need to remember is not to apply to the eyes or to the ears, inside the ears, and obviously if you have oils on your hands, just be really careful when you go to the toilet, or if you have sensitive areas, that you're not applying it to those sensitive areas, because they will be quite cooling with the peppermint oil or the ice blue rub. So just being ultra careful about that.
Don't touch your bits, love. Wash your hands.
No bits touching. Obviously, if you're pregnant or you have small children or babies, just add a little bit of extra dilution just to be on the safe side and just to make you feel more comfortable.
In terms of the oils that you've actually got, obviously we're not going to teach you how to dilute every single oil properly, okay? The 4 that we've got are really safe for everybody to use. Wild orange, balance and lavender are oils that can actually be used neat without dilution for an adult. But it's better to dilute even a 1-to-1 ratio, mainly because again you're avoiding any skin sensitivity that may occur. It's unlikely, but it's always a possibility. And also it prevents evaporation of the oil. So for an adult, for these 2, I would recommend a 1-to-1 dilution. So that would just be, again, remembering that these are just coming out as 1/4 of a drop. So 4 little drops in the palm of your hand. And then because you're not going to be able to measure out 1 drop unless you've got the liquid oil, just a little squirt or a small dollop of any oil that you've got is going to be fine.
Like teaspoon size.
Yeah, that's a lot though, isn't it? A
It
teaspoon.
is. Yeah, true. Or half a teaspoon of.
Not even. I'd just say a little. You don't even have to be that exact. We just want you to be aware that it is best to dilute.
Yeah.
So that's for adults. And then if you're going to be using it on babies or young children, you dilute even further. So as a guide, again in drops, lavender, balance and wild orange. For a baby or a young child, you would want to do a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
A 1 to 3, so 1 drop of essential oil to 3 approximately parts of carrier oil. Peppermint, because it's so cooling to the skin, it can almost have that sort of hot sensation.
The hot cold, yeah.
Yeah, so it's one that you want to be a bit more careful with washing your hands after use and so forth.
It's great for babies applied to the feet as well, and you can put socks on them so that they can't touch their feet and then rub their eyes.
Yeah.
And if you want to put lavender or any of these oils, lavender or wild orange, into the bath, it's good to add a bit of milk or carrier oil like the coconut oil, or even Epsom salts is really good as well, and that helps to relax your muscles and helps for sleep routine as well.
So just doing that, just make sure that it disperses the oils equally throughout the bath. So if you just run like a bath for your baby and think, I'll just put a couple of drops of lavender in and that'll help them sleep, which it will, then the drops are just going to sit as whole drops on the surface of the water. But if you just dilute first in a little bit of milk, or if you've got Epsom salts like Amy said, then that's ideal, and it disperses it equally. That's a really good one to try if you've got babies and young kids, by the way, lavender. But we'll go through the uses of the actual oils
Through the day.
throughout each day.
We just want you to have confidence to use them.
Yeah, so the peppermint one is one that you would just dilute a bit further. So for adults, 1 to 2 ratio. For babies and young children, about a 1 to 6, more or less. Don't stress too much about it, all right? It's pretty simple. Put a few drops in your hand, a squirt of whatever carrier oil you're using, and you're good to go.
Awesome. And
What
then,
else?
So I think that's probably about all.
I want to make sure that we've covered everything. I've got some little bullet points.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, how to get the oils out. Just remember, tap the bottom. That'll get the oils out. Don't touch your bits. Oh yeah, did you go through what to do if you do accidentally get them in your eyes?
Oh, well, number 1, don't panic.
Yeah. So.
And then flush. So you don't, whatever you do, don't wash with water. Use a carrier oil. So even
Or even milk.
Or milk, or olive oil, even like any sort of carrier oil that you might have on hand, and just flush. And don't panic.
Nothing major is going to happen.
Yeah.
But, so so for example, if you were using peppermint and you had a bit of a headache and you thought, well, I'll just use a bit of peppermint on here, then you forgot to wash your hands and you rubbed your eyes and it started to burn a bit. We've all done this. I've done it with oregano. Don't do that. Then if you could try and flush it out with water, obviously oil and water don't mix, it's just going to make it worse. So just a little bit of oil in your eyes and it'll instantly take that stinging sensation away. So and again, just don't ever put them in obvious places. Don't ever put them up your nose, or inside your ears. And don't stress too much about diluting to the exact ratio. As long as you are aware that for sensitive skin, pregnant people, the elderly, young children, babies, that you do need to always dilute. Okay.
So
babies
we're
and feet.
super excited about tomorrow. Will be the ice blue rub with Dave.
The other thing that I wanted to talk about just quickly safety-wise is that when we're talking about all of this, we're referring only to doTERRA essential oils. They are the purest essential oils that you can get. The research that is behind it and the process that doTERRA go through to ensure that every single oil is certified pure therapeutic grade ensures that the quality is top-notch, 100%. So you won't find any impurities, any herbicides, pesticides, dust, synthetics, nothing at all. So you might hear us talking about things like ingesting certain oils. So for example, peppermint and lavender and wild orange are oils that can be taken internally. So you can use peppermint or wild orange and lavender in your cooking, or you can take lavender internally to help you sleep and so forth. Balance is one that you don't take internally. That's for topical or aromatic use only. So yeah, when we talk about that, we're talking only about doTERRA essential oils. If you see contradicting information on the internet, it's talking as a general rule about essential oils because they have to be across the board standards. But doTERRA is different. We're 100% confident in giving you this information. Remember, we're mums as well as humans, decent human beings. And we're here just to help you safely, confidently and effectively use these oils. So when we tell you that this is safe to ingest, it is safe to ingest, okay? You can please feel free to do further research if needs be. But the samples that you've got, you really don't need to stress too much about. And I'm excited for day one. So, sorry that was a bit long, but it is important to make sure that we cover that.
Yep.
So that you're ready to kick off in the morning.
Yep.
Anything else that we've missed?
I have thought of one thing actually. The wild orange is photosensitive.
Yes, indeed.
So if you're applying that to your skin, just be applying it to an area that you won't see the sun, so that you don't get sensitive to the sunburn.
So citrus oils are photosensitive, which means that if you apply them, you're basically going to burn, and then go out in the sun and sit in the sun without using skin protection, or you apply the oils undiluted, you're probably going to burn on that area. So yeah, it's just something to be aware of. You're not likely to go and cover your entire neck in neat wild orange though, but
no,
if you did that, it's definitely
remember.
good to be aware that wild orange is
Apply to the
photosensitive.
inside of the wrist.
Yeah, and again dilute, and then if you are going to go and sunbake, put sunscreen on. But just to be a bit cautious for a good 12 to 24 hours with wild orange.
Yes, very good. So we'll see you all on day one.
And again, any questions throughout the promo?
We want to hear from you.
Interact. We'll be there to answer and help you out. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.